Hello, back again. This is going to be my fourth video in coil buildings for new vapors. It's going to be the last because after this it starts to be getting a lot more complicated. What I have here is a 16-inch length of 24 gauge Canthal. I don't have any 26. I would use that because I prefer that. And just like the other videos, I've bent one end into an L shape. We mount that into the drill. Tighten it down. And just as in the other videos, just going to give that a few twists to straighten it out. Now that it's nice and straight, we'll take it out. And exactly like we did in the last video for the parallel coil, we're going to fold that over into a loop on the end, leave a little bit extra at the top because you want to fold this into another L shape. Just like that. Hold them together and straighten out the loop. Straighten your loop. Take your pliers, pinch it together a little bit. You don't want much at the end, and voila. You take the two ends that you've bent, open up your drill, slide them into the chuck, tighten them down till they're in the middle. And since I prefer to start at the top, I'm just going to turn the chuck around a bit. Get the two little ends sticking up. And back to the 32 gauge stainless steel wire. Same stuff we used in the second video to make the simple clapton wire. And the same as in the second video, wrap it around those two little legs. And again, start off slowly. Until you get a few wraps onto the wire. Now you can't really see what I'm doing from this point. But what I'm actually doing is, when you see me pinching it like this, I got my thumb on the wire holding it against the core wire, and I'm using the other finger behind it to keep some pressure on. And I'm just making sure my wires are not twisted so much, and to do that I'm going to actually pull out the end of that loop a little bit. And just go nice and slow and steady. going to pause here and put my glasses on so I can see this. There we go. A little bit of space there, more than I want it. So I'm just going to push it back a bit. Well, what I did there is I accidentally doubled back on my own wire, which is bad. So I just unraveled it and just reverse the drill again, start over. There. And as you push that forward, it'll just pull that loop tight again. And before you cut that, you might want to take your stainless steel wire and reattach the end, or else you're going to have like a whole bunch of thread all over your bore and have to rewind it. And as with the other wires, I've cut the slots into the side of this bigger spool. Put it in place. Flip the wire. The back of the start here. Just clip that off. And at the back side, just clip that off. And there is a nice piece of parallel clapton wire. And you're going to notice it's a little bit twisted sometimes. If it's a little twisted, don't worry about it. It'll come out when you wrap it. If you find a lot of twists in it, then you can use 2 pairs of pliers and just, squeeze them out. This one looks okay. Now as you're wrapping that, you want to keep it as flat as possible, and it should straighten itself out as you wrap it around your spool. And that's about all you really need. Right there to make a a parallel fused clapton. But just for shits and giggles, we would move the drill. Use the same Coil Master coil jig again. Put the coil in here, and you'll notice on one side it's flatter than the other. You want to keep it nice and flat against that spindle, like so. I like to bend this leg back a little bit across the hole in the bottom, and just like you did with the parallel coil, you want to keep it nice and flat and tight together. And I've got a little extra wire, so I'm going to I'm going to do 6 wraps, I guess. That should be enough. Just trim that off. You save that or throw it away if you find a use for it later. Great. If not, no big deal. And actually, you know what? The easy way is to take the bit out. Put it back in. And put the coil back on, then you just tied up your legs a little bit. And there is your simple parallel fused clapton.